What's going on, guys? Welcome back. 199 review. Do me a favor, take a moment, like button, subscribe button, criticism in the comment section, Twitter. Shutdown Safety is my username. Do not have my good buddy Anthony Lionheart with me, but wanted to go down the card. We'll start off. Green came out, took a lot of punches, looked really flashy, but Dustin Poirier seemed to load up on his, and really, while Green kept his hands low and talked a lot of trash, came out with the win. And I think that was probably the best performance we've ever seen from Dustin Poirier. Exceptional timing and posture, very impressive. Glad to see him walk away with the W. Dan Henderson had this highlight reel knockout on a backwards elbow in really what was a wild brawl like I predicted. I thought Lombard would be able to get the win, but afterwards, I think the first thing we talk about is how Lombard fell, really awkward on his knee. It took him a long time for him to get up. Clearly, it was a knockout. I'm glad to see that he was able to eventually get to his feet and be okay for what we know. Henderson did speak of a possible retirement, had a moment where he brought all his family in the ring, which is exceptionally cool. And if that is, how he goes out, it's going to go out on a highlight. Lamas and Holloway, really what I thought was going to be one of the worst cards on the whole night, turned out to be one of the best fights. Very even in round one. I think there were some times where Holloway could have put Lamas away and didn't. Spent a lot of time in southpaw, which was interesting to see out of Holloway. He also controlled the cage very well, a lot of great angles. But really applied a lot of pressure, but never really put him away. This one actually ended kind of a middle ring 10-second swing fest before Max got the unanimous decision. Faber and Cruz was, I thought, an entertaining fight. I mean, as entertaining as it could be. Cruz is very unorthodox in his approach, his angles, the way he kind of walks and moves around the cage and dead legs. Faber pushed the pace in round one. Cruz kind of highlighted by a punch that sat Faber down in round two, clearly winning every single round. And in the fourth, it looked like Cruz seemed to hurt his hand, but consistently, outclassed Faber enough to keep him ahead, and eventually Cruz got the unanimous decision. With the Bisping Rockhold fight, Bisping and Rockhold both obviously had a war of words going into this. Pleasantries exchanged in the beginning of the fight. Came out kind of technical. There was obviously a point where things got a little bit more freelance. It looked like for a minute that Bisping had actually been hurt, but did a lot of counter punches, recovered very well, and in that exchange actually knocked out Weidman to win the belt. Also, just one brief moment, there was a promotion for Brock Lesnar during this, which a lot of people don't know where that's going to go, but obviously something with him returning to the UFC. Love to know your guys' opinions on this. Appreciate you checking it out. Back in the week with more content.